So this is Shannon, and I had a brilliant idea from, again, Space Kicker and the Vlog Brothers. And it's, to share your interests. And I thought that that was such a fascinating idea. So I'm going to talk about something I know a lot about, which is books. I'm a reader to my core. And so, if you guys are looking for like song parodies or like funny videos, like totally stop watching right now. Um, if you're into reading and into literature and all that kind of stuff, then continue watching, okay? So this is a warning, okay? Um, this is gonna be like an adult version of Reading Rainbow, and so you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to stop watching. No. Okay. So I'm going to get into it. Some of my favorite books. First one. Oxymoronica, and Other Paradoxical Wit. This is one of my absolute favorite books by Dr. Marty Groth. And it's so fascinating because I'm totally into paradoxes of our world. Our comedians suffer from deep depression. Our artists are tormented. Our classical musicians and painters are in the most pain. Schubert said that some of his fans' greatest listeners that found the most calm in some of his classical pieces actually were from a time when he was like the most agitated. So I thought that that was kind of interesting. So anyway, this book is fascinating because it has all of this paradoxical wit. I think it was from George Bernard Shaw. All of my best ideas have been stolen by the ancients. And I've totally had that experience where I'm thinking, okay, I have like this brilliant theory, and I'm like the genius of the world. And I'll be reading something, Plato or whatever, and it's like, darn, he stole it. And it's kind of hard to steal something from an ancient, right? I guess that's the play on words. So anyway, Oxymoronica and Other Paradoxical Wit. Brilliant book. Bloody brilliant book. Listening to a lot of Brits lately. Okay, next book. The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. It's like, it's so crazy because it's so full of pain, I think. Pecola, to me, symbolizes what every black girl has to go through in our Eurocentric society. She believes that everything could be solved if she just had blue eyes, and the images are so haunting, just so haunting. Especially when, throughout the book you're kind of playing on these old books. Janie sees the cat runs, and kind of things like that. I wrote one of the most long poems that I've ever written about culture and identity after reading this book, and I think I cried too. So really, really, really big book in my eyes. Wouldn't read it if you were really, really up. It's kind of one of those deep books, but I love it, absolutely. Okay, so next book is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale. This is the most amazing book to me because I can so relate to Janie, kind of having things that are just so bad kind of go around you, but still kind of having this atmospheric kind of attitude, kind of looking at the clouds or swimming in the ocean, and this kind of natural freedom, I guess. And so I absolutely love Zora Neale Hurston, and it was such a shame that she had to die, without a proper burial, but I respect her work so much. And so that's a really big book for me. I'm Janie, if I could relate myself to any literary character. Next book, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Fascinating. I don't even like most fiction. I don't have the patience for adverbs. Hey, if you're an adverb fan, then awesome. But, you know, I could really care less whether the person whispered somberly or whispered, you know, morosely, you know, as long as they whispered, like, okay, and what's the point of their whispering? Like, get to the point, you know? And then again, that's my humble opinion, you know, to each his own. And so I love Gabriel Garcia Marquez because it is this kind of magical surrealist um, genre. I mean, you know, and some people say that magical surrealism isn't really a genre, which I kind of disagree with. I completely disagree with. Um, and so it's so fascinating again because it's like, you know, a different perspective of our world, and it attracts the kind of artist in me, you know. And so I actually have been writing my own magical surrealist work just based on this, and I didn't even think I would have the patience to write a book because I just didn't have the patience to even read fiction, you know. I definitely, you know, I just want to get to the point now, you know, and like rising action and all that stuff. It's like I don't have the time. So it was so nice because I make every chapter kind of this metaphoric poem, and so who knows what can happen with that? I'm still writing it. So I think that's it. Bye.